Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday afternoon, everybody. I'll give a minute here. Make sure that you can find me. Looks like I'm where I need to be. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. All right, as you guys find me in your news feed, just to mention once again that I have a July host code set up, and there it is. So if you want to shop with seeing anything that you've liked that I'm showing you, hey, Patricia, how you doing? Or it's actually Patty. I'm being so formal, right? Thank you for joining. So anyway, if you see anything that you like to shop for as I show it today, this is my host code for July. Hey, Kristen. Hello, Evelyn. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, do not use the host code, obviously. If your order is $150 or more, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for popping on to say hi. I love this. You guys are awesome. If your order is $150 or more, of course, please do not use the host code and make sure that you use those wonderful rewards for yourself. And that starts at 10%. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Also, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day on your Sunday afternoon to be here with me. You know, you guys, that means a lot. It really does. Also, I just want to let you know, in case you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that little bell and it'll turn black, and that'll give you all the notifications whenever I'm loading stuff to YouTube. I'm trying to get to the point where I can do some YouTube lives. So, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Technology and me take time, right? So, you know, anyway, make sure to join or to subscribe to that. And also share this Facebook Live and every Facebook Live. Sharing is caring, right? The more crafters we have gather all together, the more fun it is. I love that. Also, I do have a community on Facebook. It's a group. So unlike this is my business page that you found me on, but I also have a community. So join the community as well. I'd love to have you there. And my blog. So once I'm done here, what I like to do is post the lives on my blog. So if you'd like to view it again, or if you didn't catch a measurement, you can do so. And that's at dawnscreativechalet.com. And also, of course, I already told you about my online store, and I'm on Pinterest too, as Dawn Bourgette, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. And it also might be under Creative Queen. That's so funny because I set that up, like I said, years ago. As far as events happening at the chalet locally, a couple of things. So all of August, first of all, we have what is called bonus days going on. So for every $50 increment that you spend with Stampin' Up, they are sending you coupons, $5 coupons throughout the whole month of July. And then in August, we get to redeem those coupons. You can use them all at once. You can stagger them out if you decide you want to order a couple of times during August. So why not, right? It's awesome. So that is what bonus days are all about. Also, we have, as we get into August, I know, right? I already talked about August. I have my creative card class on the second Thursday of the month at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m. And we're going to be working with the earthen textures. Oh my gosh, I love this suite. I was not turned on to it when I first seen it in the catalog, but after playing with it, I absolutely love it. So this is going to be the card class for the second Thursday of August, which is August the 10th, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m. Make sure to RSVP no later than a couple days before. So by the 8th, please, if you plan on attending, as we cut and prep for all the good stuff, so you can sit and make and have some fun. Also, the product class for August was moved up a week. I will be in Las Vegas for a leadership event with Stampin' Up! That last Thursday of the month. So normally it's every fourth Thursday is my product class. But we're bumping it up a week. So it's going to be on August the 17th. Make sure to RSVP for it by August 1st. because that one I do include product, and I want to make sure that you get your products in time, and it gives me a little bit of time to cut and prep all the good stuff for you. And that includes the DSP, the Ink Botanicals DSP, the Lost Lagoon Botanical Ribbon, and the Brush Metallic Dots. So some fun stuff coming your way. And then also just a notation for the September sip and stamp at Starbucks. I know, now I'm talking about September. I'm a planner, you guys. I got to plan. So I am going to be gone that week that we discussed after Labor Day. I am going to another Stampin' Up! Type of event. So that's going to be in Okemos, Michigan. So with that being said, we've moved the date for the Sip and Stamp in September to Friday, September 15th, same time, 12 noon to 2 p.m. So like I said, yeah, just bump that. And I'm going to make sure I tell everybody at the August event for Sip and Stamp. And that is August the 4th, by the way. I think I forgot to tell you that. So August the 4th, Sip and Stamp at Starbucks. So that's still the first Friday. September is just a little goofy. We're having to move that date. And then we have to move it again. So September 15th. But I don't want to miss a month. Missing a month is not an option for me. So anyway, what else we got going on here? Paper Pumpkin. We have a new Paper Pumpkin to subscribe for September. It's called Meaningful Flowers. What's really cool, these flowers do actually have a meaning behind them. The Forget-Me-Not and I think the Lotus is going to be featured in this kit. Also, just to let you guys know, it's going to be cards, 8 cards for each of 2 designs. And I think we're getting an additional stamp set than what we normally receive. So if you're into getting these exclusive stamp sets to Paper Pumpkin, make sure to sign up by the 10th of September. Woo! Or August. I am like, now I'm into September. Thank you, Evelyn. So yes, this is the August 10th. Let's start this over. This is the August kit. Yes, the August kit. You have to sign up by the 10th of August to receive the August kit. There we go. Goodness. Oh, Lordy. We have to hit the reset button today, I tell you. And I know I mentioned this before, and I'm still waiting for mine. I'm expecting it here this week. But we do have a new kit, and there's no stamping. And it's the cutest kit ever. And it's called Blossom Wishes. And that's in our kits collection, which is something a little bit different than Paper Pumpkin. These are not a subscription, whereas Paper Pumpkin is a subscription. So anyway, I can't wait to get it because it's really, really, really cool. And I know I posted the video not too long ago, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, we got bonus days, whoop, 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 all of this month. And then we spend them in August, all those $5 coupons that we're earning, right? Okie dokie. And then one last thing, and I want to talk to you guys. I know I keep talking about this, but I'm still having some questions and a little bit of confusion. So I wanted to cover this once again because I don't want anybody to be afraid of going to the online store or afraid of trying to find something or afraid to ask me. It's not a problem. I know that this has been a little confusing. It's something a little bit different, but think of it no different than like Amazon, except you're shopping for stamping supplies. Ooh, I like that, right? It has a good ring to it. So anyway, online exclusive. So every third, we had some in, what was it, February, March, I don't know, February, March. Anyway, we just had them recently updated in July. Now, this is not taking the place of things that, that they're taking the place of the catalog. Blah, spit it out. We're going to have a catalog. We're not eliminating the catalog. It's just that this helps Stampin' Up! Be a little bit more flexible with being able to add fun things without taking real estate in the catalog. Because quite honestly, you guys, if they put every single thing in our catalog that is also online exclusives, it's a weight issue with our catalog. So the more it weighs, if it takes up more real estate in a book, then it's going to cost more to ship it. Okay, so these are items that you can only find online, but they're fun things, and it's worth going to take a peek. And I wanted to show you today how to find it. First of all, if you just want to go ahead and use that QR code, you can do that. That will take you directly to my online exclusives at my online store. So if you use your camera with your phone and you tap on it as it focuses in, as you act like you're taking a photo on your cell phone, it will focus in and it will take you right to where you want to shop. Hey Bridget, hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Happy Sunday crafternoon. So with that being said, I wanted to show you guys this really quick. How do you find all these goodies? So here is my iPad. Isn't this awesome? My hubby got me an actual keyboard for it because I'm very old school and I don't like to touch things. I know I'm weird. I don't like fingerprints all over my stuff. So this is like, ooh. Anyway, so when you go to the online store, you're going to go here where it says, whoop, I should just like zoom in on this. Whoops, go back for just a minute. So you go to shop now. And these pictures that flash across, they're clickable. They're actually clickable. So you don't even have to do a whole lot. If you wanted to see the kits, you could tap on that. If you want to see the online exclusives, you could tap on that. If you want to see the shop the clearance rack, we're just going to go ahead and, well, we'll do this. So the online exclusives. So here you go. Here are the newest. So the newest are always going to be found at the top. And we do have, in case you guys have our trimmer, if you don't have our paper trimmer, you need to get it. It's awesome. But anyway, for the longest time, we could not replace our scoring blades, even though they're not blades, but that's what they call them. Anyway, so now we can get them, but they're in the online store. Again, they don't want to take up extra real estate on things that they can put online quickly for everybody. Of course, the truck bundle. I was going to use that again today for our cards, but I thought, you know what? I've been beating it with a dead horse. I'll give it a break, give you guys a rest. But I love that bundle. And I'm so excited that this will be back soon. The punch is available yet. This is good, but the stamp set will be available, I think, into the coming week. So I've been stalking to make sure. You can tell right there, this is unavailable right now. Also, the So Very Merry photopolymer stamp set, this one here, will be available. I'm not sure exactly when. I forgot to check the date on that, if that's about the same time or a little bit later, but it is coming back. And I don't know if this was shared, but if you guys do like this set, I know it's not available right now, but these circles right here, they coordinate with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I had to think about the size on that. The newest punch, which is also an online exclusive. So the 2 3/8 circle punch coordinate with these two right here. Just an FYI, because I don't know if that's really been shared a whole lot. Whoops, I keep getting all these notifications. Okay, also, if you click on, I call it the hamburger. So these 3 little lines right here, and depending on what you're using as a device. But if you click on the little hamburgers, I call it, looks like to me 2 buns and, you know, the meat inside. And you can go here onto the left-hand side, and there are all the options for you to find our stuff as far as what's new, specials such as the clearance rack. They updated the clearance rack, oh gosh, I think July 6th as well. There was a lot going on that day. Anyway, and there's a lot of stuff on here yet, you guys. So if you are wanting some really good deals, a lot of last year's holiday stuff is here. Some really, really good stuff. In fact, I love anything as far as black and white paper goes. That is marked down to $3.25. I mean, holy cow. So anyway, and there's a few pages. There's 3 pages of goodies. So once again, if you're wanting to get something that maybe you couldn't grab last year, there's a lot of stuff. Look at this black and white paper too. The Altogether 6x6. I absolutely love that paper. And that is on sale for $4.50. I mean, how cool is that? So anyway, lots of good stuff in the clearance rack yet. So, yeah, grab it up before it's gone. It's kind of one of those things where it's, what do you want to call it? While supplies last. Yes, that's it. Okay, enough of that. We're going to go ahead and get back to things here and make sure that I can see your comments as we go along and refresh this here. Let me see. Hopefully, I'll be able to see some stuff. I know last week I really had a hard time seeing comments. I don't know what the deal was. Okay, let's get started. So I was teasing you guys about it being something fruity today, and it is. It's something fruity. If you live in Michigan, what time is it right now? Does anybody know? I'm going to give you a second. If you live in Michigan, what is it that happens this time of the year? First we had strawberries. Come on, I know you guys know this. I know you know it. Okay, so anyway, cherries. Cherries, you guys. I love cherries. Something about me, if you want to know a little trivia, I love anything cherry flavored. My very favorite birthday cake flavor is cherry chip with cherry frosting. It's super sweet, but I love it. Okay, so with that being said, this is what we're using today. Now, last year, this was sold as a bundle price. So they carried it over, and when they do carry it over, we do not get the bundle price, but you can still get both of these items in our annual catalog. So Sweetest Cherries, I love this set. I've been wanting to use it, and I figured perfect time. Well, blueberries, yeah, blueberries are coming up too. They're, in fact, I think blueberries are due into this next week or so. So yeah, we got a lot of berries around here, don't we? Strawberries, cherries, blueberries, raspberries too. So anyway, I wanted to use this set. I've been dying to use it, and I thought, what a perfect time to use it, because right now we're right in the middle of cherry season in Michigan. Also, the other item that I used on one of the cards was this die right here. This is part of the color and contour. It was a bundle. Whoops, that was really close, wasn't it? Sorry. So this was a bundle. You can still get both of these items, but they're just not sold as a bundle price. But these dies are awesome. I know I've talked about them before. I was so happy when I seen them return and carry over into this catalog. And the item number for these, in case you're wondering, is 155560, and we're using this one right here on the bottom. And let's see, what else am I using? Oh, yes. For the DSP on two of the cards, I am using, believe it or not, with cherries, the Zany Zoo, or what's this called? Zoo Crew. The Zoo Crew 12 by 12 paper, which is item 161304. And what I love about this paper is not only the cute little characters that are on one side of the paper, but the black and white designs on the opposite side. So flippin' cute. Like, this paper is just the bomb. I've been using it over and over and over, because if I'm not using it for the zany little characters, then I'm using it for the beautiful black and white paper. But aren't those just the cutest things ever? Like, at first, again, this was not on my radar either at first. And I think it was a pre-order for demonstrators for the annual catalog. Because as demonstrators, we get to order things a month before anybody else, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys are thinking about wanting to join our holiday book, we get to pre-order from that in August. So, by the way, think about it. The starter kit's $99. You get free shipping. You only have to pay your state sales tax. And you get to choose $125 of product. Cha-ching! Pretty awesome. Oh, I know, the other thing I wanted to show you, backtrack just real quick, flash. These are the cards that we'll be making for the product class in August. Okay? And that's the Inked Botanicals Suite, which I really dig. I love the colors. All right, are you guys ready to do a little bit of stamping? These are super simple cards. I'm just going to mention that right now. I'm really digging super simple cards because I can duplicate them and so can you. So here is card number 1. Now I've already pre-punched the cherries, the leaves, and the stems. And just so you know what I've used today as far as inks, Memento Black, Sweet Sorbet, Pecan Pie for the stem, and Parakeet Party for the leaves, and some of the other things. But anyway, for the most part, those are, I think, the only 4 colors I used on all or some of the cards. So let's go ahead and do card number 1. I got all my little bits and bobbles here so I wouldn't take up a whole lot of time stamping and punching. Unless you're brand new, you know how to stamp, right? And our punches are awesome. Let me get, it's like static cling in the bag. It's like, get out of there already. Okay, so these cute cherries right here. I love that this one's curved so it kind of fits against the other cherry. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. Gets me hungry for some cherries. I think I have some in the fridge right now too. Whoops. Let's see here. Oh, I stuck envelopes in here too. I was like, what in the heck? But that's right. So I could stamp the cherries if I wanted to on the envelope. All right, first of all, we are starting with a piece of thick basic white cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Because we're using the basic white, we don't need to put a liner in the card. That's a bonus. And then this, of course, is that Zany Zoo paper. You can see the little characters on the opposite side, but I wanted to use the black and white. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. We're gonna go ahead and stick this right to the card front. I think I've gone through about 4 packs of this paper. It's insane. This piece is basic white, and I believe I cut this at, see here, 3 by 5.5. But before we attach it to the card, let's do some stamping, just in case we make a boo-boo. Now, there really is no mistakes. Well, most of the time in stamping, right? But now and then, you know, it happens. So I am going to use my piercing mat. This is in the annual catalog. In fact, I have it kind of varied with my grid paper. I always like to try to remember to put a piece of cheap, whether it's copy paper or some grid paper on top of it, because if you get ink on this, the ink doesn't dry immediately. And then if you're working on it with your project, you could possibly get ink all over. And that would be me, Hot Mess Express, right here. So with that being said, I like to just cover all bases and try not to make a big old mess. All right, so first of all, I am going to need the Sweet Sorbet, and then I'm also, whoops, I'm gonna move this stuff over just a little bit. Also going to use the Memento Black, and I think that's all I need for this one. So what I'm gonna do is use the word sweet first. I think this is a really cool font, by the way, and it's a photopolymer stamp set. And because of that, that's why I'm actually also using the piercing mat, because these stamps do not have the cushion like the red rubber stamps. So with that being said, you want to have a little extra cushion under there. It gives you a nice crisp image when you stamp. All right, we're gonna ink sweet right up. And always be careful, don't push too hard on your ink pads. You don't need to give them CPR. If you do, it's gonna make quite a mess. And then you're gonna have to definitely clean your stamps before you do anything else. Let's see, we're gonna go right about here. That looks good to me. Perfection. Love it. Okay, and then in the black, we're going to add the other verbiage. I'm going to clean this up before I get my sleeve in it. I think I wore the wrong thing today for stamping. What do you think? My sleeves are bound and determined to get into this ink. All right, Memento Black, come on over. And this is going to say, wishing you a, and then day. There are 2 separate stamps. So there's that one. And then day is also separate. Kind of fun. So you can mix and match the sayings on it. So we're going to go ahead and ink up the stamp. Now, the Memento Black, when you work with it, you're going to notice it's a felt pad. So you definitely want to give it a little more oomph than what you, isn't that a good word, oomph, than what you would with our other classic ink pads. It's just made differently. And then the other day. Let's see here. And we're going to put that right about there. Perfect. Isn't that cute? Love it. Makes me happy. Okay. I go ahead and clean that off really quick because I accidentally got Memento on my block. It cleans off, but you know. Okay. And then we need to put the cherries on. So with that being said, we have the cute little stems, the cherries, and I'm gonna trim this down for just a sec. He's got a little hairy edge on him. We don't need hairy edges on our stems. You're like, Dawn, what are you talking about? Never mind. It's all good. Okay. Oh, I crack me up. There's another stem. They're so little, they're almost hard to grab. And I have these silly fake nails, and I'm overdue for a manicure. So it really makes it challenging to grab stuff that is small. So this week is a trip to Grand Rapids for me. All right, we're gonna take these. I've put glue dots on each of these. And I'm gonna stick them to our cherries. Isn't that cute? Look at them, they're just adorbs. And then this cherry as well. Okay, and then, again, more glue dots. I like glue dots because they give me instant gratification. You don't have to sit there and wait for anything to dry. All right, I don't know. I think I'm gonna attach these this time. Whoops. We're gonna make it so they kind of rest together like that. Oh, isn't that cute? Whoops. I'll get them to stick together with a dimensional. We'll just get them to, whoops, fit together like so. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh, adorbs, right? Just too cute. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and, again, glue dots for our little leaves. Got to give it a little extra character. Like that. And for these cards, I did go through a lot of glue dots. Okay, we're going to stick that there. And this here. Oops, and hope that he does not stick. We're going to do this. I actually should have my other little, what do you call that thing? The thingy-mabobby, the thing that doesn't stick any glue to it. I know you guys will know, and you'll type it in there in the chat. And I'll be like, thank you so much, because I was so brain dead at that moment. I hate when that happens. Especially when I think I know what I'm talking about, and you're like, sure. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put dimensionals on these little cuties. The silicone mat, yes, thank you. Dun, dun, dun. Evelyn gets a prize. I don't know what it is, but you get a prize. Thank you. I don't like it when I'm brain dead. It's awful. I think as I get older, I'm getting that way more often. It's kind of scary. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach this directly to the DSP that we put on the card front earlier. Yes, that little silicone pad. How can we forget him? But it does make life a little easier, not only for embossing, but for stuff like this. It just doesn't really have anything stick to it. It's pretty awesome. Okay, the last thing, of course, we can't go without the bling, right? Have to have the bling. So I'm going to use my Picket tool, and I'm almost out of putty on this one. I need to change it out. The putty part of this, you guys, is pretty awesome because when you actually have enough on it, it will pick up items so you can stick them down, although this picked it up on the wrong side. Oh my goodness. You know what? I do need to change it out. So with that, we're just going to use the other side. The pokey tool. The pokey tool, I call it. All right, and there we go. And that is card number 1. What do you guys think of this one? I think it's very, very cute. Very sweet. Sweet. All right. Card number 2. Another pretty basic card. Get my little cheater notes off the back side of it. And this is, again, featuring Parakeet Party. I did not say Parakeet Punch this time. I don't know why, but there are some colors I always want to rename, and that's one of them. Parakeet Party and Sweet Sorbet and Basic White. So get all my little bits and pieces once again. That static in there drives me bananas. Okay, let's see here. So first of all, the Parakeet Party is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 5 1/2. I forgot to bring a liner in here. I don't think no, I didn't. I'll have to do that later, but you would cut a piece of Basic White 4 by 5 1/4 to put on the inside of your card. Just makes it look a little nicer. I don't know. You know, it's just me. Alrighty, and then I have a piece of Sweet Sorbet, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have another piece of Parakeet Party. And what did I cut this at? I'm checking. One moment. 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. So 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 on the Parakeet Party. And the Basic White is cut at 2 5/8 by 4. So they're going to layer, and it's going to be a pretty close layer. Pretty close. Okay. All right. First of all, we want to work on this piece here. I seen this particular stamp in the stamp set, and I was a little perplexed. What do I do with this? And I thought, you know what? Why not just make a background with it? So that's what we're going to do. A very simple background. So I'm going to grab my Sweet Sorbet. So it's going to be tone on tone. And we're just randomly going to, and just make a background. And, you know, most of it you're not going to see anyway, because it's going to be covered. But I just thought that this gave it a little extra something. I don't know. It just seemed kind of bland without something. So when it's bland, either add bling or a stamp, right? That's what we do. All right. And let's see here. We're going to go and we'll do that. Oops. And you're not going to see that boo-boo. At least we hope we won't. It'll be covered. All good. Okay. So that's all you do. And then we're going to need that yet. And yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Don't mind me. I'm just having a conversation with myself along with all of you. Alrighty, and then with that being said, I need to have this white piece back. That's a little distracting, so we're going to turn that over and make it all pretty again. And we're going to need the Sweet Sentiment and also Birthday Wishes, which is this one right here. All right. And with, I shouldn't have shut that, with my Sweet Sorbet, I'm going to go ahead, ink it up again. Oops, I just got my finger in it. Oh my, not good. And it wouldn't be stamping if we didn't get inky, right? That's the little saying on my blog is make something pretty and get inky. All right, and Birthday Wishes. And there we go. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead, clean this up before I get it all over. Okie dokie. And then again, we're going to put our cherries together. More glue dots. Oops, I just bent the stem. Oops, poor little thing. And another stem. And these little guys, have you noticed that they are really hard to see? It's like I'm always constantly getting them into the light just because they are tricky. Tricky little buggers. There we go. And then this one like so. And then we're going to stick them together. So we're going to put a glue dot. Where did he go? Right there. Again on the end. And we're going to have them kiss. I don't know why I just said that. It just came out of the blue. Okay, anyway. And then with our cute little itty bitty baby leaves, I had to trim a little fuzzy off of him. We're going to put one on the top, like so. And this one is going to be kind of tucked underneath. Looks like it's a bunch of cherries. So we're going to attach this all together with dimensionals. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely now in the mood for cherries. Friends of ours work at fruit packers, they call it. And right now they are so busy with cherries. And then after cherries, they do apples. All right, and let's see here. There we go. Put a little bit of dimensional on that. We're going to stick him, I don't know, right about there, just for visual interest. And then we're going to layer this entire piece onto our parakeet party. Whoops, there we go. Layer that on like so. And then we're going to cover up that boo-boo. See, all good. No one will ever know, except for you and I. Don't tell anybody. And I think I'll attach this with dimensionals as well because I just love a nice puffy card and it gives the post office grief. I don't know about you guys, but our post office is getting kind of finicky about puffy cards. How dare them? Don't they know that dimensionals are going to rule the world? And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this entire piece to our parakeet party card base. And once again, a little bit of bling. There. And there. And let's see. I'm going to put this one right here. There we are. Card number 2. What do you guys think of that one? Isn't it cute? I love it. It's just nice and bright. Hey, Lisa. Hello to Vermont. How are you doing, my friend? My sister. Okay, and then we have one more card. We're doing pretty good on time. I'm impressed. Good job, Dawn. So this is our third card. And again, I used a little bit of that Zany Zoo paper. I just think it's so cute. And if you want to even give this more color, what you could do is color where the white is with your Stampin' blends, which would make it really cute too. And you could either alternate it with like the Parakeet Party and the Sweet Sorbet, every other one if you wanted to do that, make it look a little different. But I just wanted the black and white to kind of pop with the other two bright colors. I just thought that that looked really cool. So we're gonna grab our supplies once again. Oh my gosh, this darn static. Is there a way to like stop the static inside these bags? Holy Toledo. It's like a constant battle. Anyway, we have 2 little leaves. We have our 2 cherries, our 2 stems. And this is a piece of thick basic white. Cut it 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to do it horizontally instead of vertically. And this is a piece of designer paper that is cut at 2 by 5.5. We're going to attach that at the bottom. And remember that die I told you I used? So what I did is I cut out a piece of Sweet Sorbet 5.5 by 1 inch, and then I ran it through with this die right here, just along the edge. But I wanted to make the piece large enough so I had room to adhere it to the piece of designer paper. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to move that aside. And I tell you what, let's put the adhesive on the designer paper, lay this down, and that way it's easier to line that up. There you go, just like that, like magic. And then we're gonna go ahead and attach this together. And the reason why I wanted to assemble this first, that way I know, whoa, sticky, right where I'm going to stamp. And if that didn't make any sense, you'll see in a second. So I just want a little bit of a white edge at the bottom. And there we are. Now what I'm going to do, before I assemble my cherries, we're going to go ahead and we are going to stamp again. And we're going to use Sweet Sorbet and the Memento Black. I'm telling you, these sleeves are dangerous. Do not wear flowing sleeves when you stamp. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go ahead and I want to do sweet first, because then that helps me position where to put the other parts of the sentiment in place. And it's kind of a tight fit, so there we go. And not that, no, it's not too bad. Let's say I thought it was going to be crooked. Didn't do too bad. Okay. Memento Black for the rest of that cute little saying. And that is going to say, life is, and then it's sweet, with you in it. I just think that that is really cute. There we are. And, oh, isn't that cute? I love it. Makes me happy. All right, and then again, we're going to go ahead and assemble these little cherries, because now you know just how it goes. So let's see here. We're going to get our stems, our glue dots, find those little dots. And assemble the cherry. Oh my gosh, sticking to my nails. That's funny. And then again, we're gonna have them kind of connect together. They're gonna be best friends. So go ahead and stick that together. Oops. Those little mini glue dots are mighty. They're very sticky. And then once again, we're going to go ahead and put some glue dots on these little leaves. Now you could use multi-purpose glue. I'm just going to admit, first of all, that sometimes, like I've told you before, I'm a hot mess with liquid glue. And I don't want to wait for it to dry. I want some instant gratification. But that would also work, especially if you have issues using these little glue dots, because they are super sticky and sometimes some people just have some issues with them. All right, there we are. Isn't that cute? So we're going to go ahead and again attach them with dimensionals. By the way, since you guys are here, I want to thank you so much for joining me all of last week for the Chalet Christmas Camp. It was a lot of fun, and I love Christmas. So it was just kind of neat to kind of kick off Christmas in July. So thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me every single day last week. That was pretty awesome. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and, of course, we need some bling. Do not forget the bling. The bling is a very important thing. All right, there we go. Awesome. Super duper sweet in more ways than one. So there's our last card, and let's see here. We have card 2 and the first card here. I don't know, what do you guys think of these? I really love them. I love the bright colors. I think that's part of it. It brings me a lot of joy when I work with the bright colors. So I love like spring and summer. I think I'm a summer type of gal because I love working with this color scheme. Oh, gosh, that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you next week, 1 o'clock Eastern time, right here for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.